There we go. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys can hear me pretty well. So, we are talking Alien Covenant. Can you guys hear me? What is going on, guys? I hope you guys can hear me pretty well. Okay, so we are talking Alien Covenant. Now, no spoilers here. We're just going to do a straight review. You know, I'm holding the spoilers for our crossover little collab with the Okia's Taylor. She said she was going to watch it on Tuesday, so we're going to do some spoilers on there. I saw this movie. I've been like anticipating this movie, okay? Like, I've been looking so forward to seeing Alien Covenant because, I mean, I think we all seen Prometheus going into this one, and I just been looking so forward to like the back to the roots that Ridley Scott wanted to do, you know, wanting to go back to his original Alien film, have that horror-esque type feel to it, and I actually went back and watched the original Alien film. Okay, and I had some problems with the original Alien film. I think the same amount of problems I had with that one in this film, Alien Covenant. And then I actually got to watch Prometheus, well, half of Prometheus today before I went to work. So I saw Alien Covenant on Friday at Disneyland. So ironic, right? Pretty hilarious too. What's up, Super Nerd 81? So overall, my overall thoughts on Alien Covenant, my overall feelings about this film is I really enjoyed it. Okay, I really enjoyed the horror aspect to it. I really enjoyed the gore factor to it. I really enjoyed a lot of the designs in this film. I mean, they've been showcasing so many things in the trailer, in magazines. I mean, we all know that it's not only the xenomorph, but there's also other kind of alien type creatures in here. But what we don't know is how does this all come to be. So like I said, this is going to be a straight review. There's no spoilers until I team up with the Okia's Taylor. So I do appreciate the designs of the other known creatures than the xenomorphs. I do also appreciate the xenomorph look because that's what we got. You know, that first trailer, or maybe it was the second trailer that came out, and you see the xenomorph on top of the little ship, and you see go, you know, fluttering through the air and stuff. But yeah, going into this, I've been just looking so forward to it, and I gotta say, I think it does go back. The tone-wise, the gore factor, not necessarily the gore. This is definitely a rated R film, and they definitely show you more gore in here. And what was interesting was that it wasn't like a man in the suit. You know, a lot of the Alien films had somebody in the suit for the xenomorph. This wasn't the case here. It's really mostly CGI. And I think some of the CGI really, really worked, and I think some of the CGI kind of let me down a little bit. I don't think this is a more beautiful film like Prometheus. I think Prometheus was a much better, cleaner, visually better film than Alien Covenant. I think this film, I think Ridley Scott definitely wanted to go back to its roots, though, so I can understand why it was half the budget than Prometheus. Now, I read somewhere in an interview that Ridley Scott said this in an interview before the release of this movie. He said that he thinks this could be bigger than Star Wars. He thinks this franchise could really take off. The dude's crazy. Sir Ridley Scott is crazy. This is never going to be bigger than Star Wars. I love Alien. I love Predator. I love these two franchises, but they're never going to be bigger than Star Wars. And that shows in the weekend box office. The weekend box office, Alien Covenant underperformed. It took its number one spot. You know, in the U.S. debut, it beat out Guardians of the Galaxy, who's been in the theaters for 3 weeks already. So it's taken, it got 36-something million, right? And Prometheus, when it first hit, Prometheus got 55 million. So it underperformed Prometheus. But we'll see if word of mouth, or because a lot of the scores, a lot of reviewers, I guess, are giving it like an average grade, a B at least. They're saying it's They all enjoyed it. Overall, I enjoyed the film, but I think there's a lot of flaws in this film, just like the original Alien film. And I think a lot of people are saying, "Oh my God, blasphemy! Blasphemy! You cannot say that with the original Alien film." Yes, I can. Okay, because the same mistakes in that film and the same mistakes in Prometheus are still being done in Alien Covenant. And that's where I really kind of lost it, like just really kind of got out of the film, was because the mistakes in Alien Covenant is the stupidity of these characters. I mean, you see it right there in the trailer, right there. I think everybody can agree, when you're set on a planet, when you find a planet, and even though it has oxygen, even though it has water, it's not Earth, okay? It's not the planet you were looking for, because this is a Covenant ship, right? This is a ship that wants to terraform a planet, or not terraform, but repopulate somewhere on another planet. They have a destination. If you see, so this planet that they're going on, you know damn well you're going to be the smart one and say, I don't give a shit if there's air. I don't care if there's like birds. I don't care if there's deer. I don't care if there's fish. I don't care if I could breathe properly. I am going to wear a suit when I walk out of this ship. I'm going to put an astronaut, a fucking Matt Damon kind of astronaut suit, and I'm gonna make sure that this shit is like clean air. And you know what? I'm just gonna keep the suit on until maybe a couple days, because there's no way I'm stepping off the ship without a suit. How stupid are these people? It is in the trailer, people. I'm not spoiling anything for you. It is in the trailer. All right, and you see it in the trailer, and you know damn well, like, wow, the stupidity of these characters and what they're doing. This is the same thing. You know what's funny is that Prometheus actually, the characters when they got off the ship, they still had their suits on until they took off their helmets. But even the original Alien, Nostromo, they at least had some fucking protection. They had some suits on, but these characters in Alien Covenant, and this is 2017. This is a flaw. I don't care if this is what makes the movie go. It's still a huge flaw, and I am surprised Ridley Scott allows this. I'm surprised he allows this a lot. I know he wants some. I felt like when I was watching Alien Covenant that it was trying to also be kind of like a B movie, because Alien, the original, was supposed to be a B movie, except with the works of Ridley Scott, who's a genius, and the works of Geiger and his design and everything they did with that film, it succeeded a B movie. It became a classic. But I really felt in Alien Covenant they kind of had that B movie, at least the plot, or not plot, but the script. Okay, so. Man, like, I'm just saying, like, these characters in Alien Covenant are just so stupid. They're very, very stupid. Sometimes there's some shiny moments in a couple of characters, but a lot of the stupidity of these characters and what they do and how they go about things is just baffling. Like, I'm just absolutely baffled that 2017 Alien Covenant still has the same mistakes as Prometheus and even the original Alien. Just baffling, man. But what really baffled me was one particular casting. And if you've seen the little videos, the marketing videos, the viral videos that have been going around, we have two. We have The Last Supper, which really kind of gets to know the crew, and it's also another video that showcases Elizabeth Shaw, who was in Prometheus, and David. I thought those were cool viral videos, and I thought the Elizabeth Shaw and David one was cool as well. I like the viral campaign going in, but you don't have those in the movie. Those two it's separate. Either you're gonna watch them separately, but you're not gonna see those two scenes in the movie. So, but what had me baffled was The Last Supper. And what made me really laugh, and I said this in my live reaction, I said this in my review of that viral video, The Last Supper, was, boy, can I not take James Franco and Danny McBride together. I just can't take that. Like that's never going to be serious to me. Those two actors should not be in the same room. Danny McBride, in the film did a great job though. I was actually really surprised how good of a job he did. I thought he was fine in the role. I did think that he needed more emotional impact and parts in his character in certain areas, but I thought he did a great job. But what I don't like is the casting of James Franco, and when I was sitting there in the theater, I'm just like, why? 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 There's probably a story for a reason why he's casted, but honestly, you should have got somebody else in that for that character, and especially in a certain scene. So I'm just absolutely I'm baffled again. Like, why James Franco? Get somebody else. And it was weird. It was very weird. I'm pretty sure there's a story behind it, but I'm just like, no, just get somebody else in that in that role. But what I really like about Alien Covenant though is it really reminds me of the original Alien, and that's the people. It's the cast, it's the crew themselves. They really feel like an actual crew, like a down out, like people we don't really, other than Danny McBride, people that are just like real genuine people. Like the original Alien, that's what I really loved about the original Alien was the crew, I don't want to say camaraderie, but all of them felt real. None of them had like the spotlight on them, not one character. And Alien Covenant, we do have a spotlight on a particular character, but it's really like the crew is really nicely done, and it's just really feels like a real kind of crew that would go on a Covenant kind of mission and stuff. I just like the overall kind of casting of it all, except James Franco. The movie was I thought it was really paced well. I think the original Alien wasn't paced too well. It was really clunky, but I thought this one was really paced well. I thought Prometheus had a little bit of better pacing, but I thought the Alien Covenant really went through its stages, and it really went through a lot of its motions pretty well, and I never felt bored. I felt very intrigued about what was going on screen. I was very confused at some points, but then they kind of explain it. If you want all the questions answered from Prometheus, you're not going to get it. You're actually going to have a little bit more questions than you thought you were going to have leaving the theater. But they do answer some questions from Prometheus, which is great, because I was like, okay, this is the movie that you need to really connect those two together. Elizabeth Shaw is in the film. I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'm not going to tell you what she's up to. Because we did see, the viral video, and the viral videos out there. So there's a lot. I mean, they really presented a lot of material from this movie. They really pushed it, and I felt like that kind of lessened a little bit of the surprise. But then there's also nice little surprises here and there as well. I thought the film, the only thing that kind of like bugged me was like how not original it was. Like I do appreciate the overall theme of the film. I thought the theme was really great. I really appreciate the villain in the film. There's a villain in the film. I thought that was really great. I think there's a lot of great aspects to the film. I think this film has a lot of good things going for it. And I really did enjoy myself. Like when I got out of the theater, there was like I said, the stupidity of the characters has really got me. And I think that was kind of like my really only true complaint, where the overall film though, it looked great, the action was good, the violence was great, it just really felt like a horror film. It really felt very, very scary at some parts. Very scary. I wasn't like, oh my god, throwing my popcorn all over the place, but I was generally just like putting myself in these characters' shoes. I'm like, shit, I would shit my pants. I would definitely shit my pants at this particular moment. I do think the predictability is, you're going to predict this film no matter what. These people are here to be, they're cows, and they're here to be slaughtered, basically. I just feel like I would have liked a little bit something different, something I haven't really seen before script wise. But overall, I did really enjoy the film. I think this is a good addition. I think this is a great addition to the Alien franchises. Is this better than Alien Resurrection? Hell yes, it is. It is way better than Alien Resurrection. Is this better than Prometheus? That's the one question. And I think Prometheus is a gorgeous looking film, and I think this film is really great looking too. But I did feel like they filmed this, and I never felt like it was kind of in space because of all the just everything looking just like Earth. But I did feel that sci-fi horror when it came to finally seeing these monsters that it's going into action. But I never felt like it was a sci-fi kind of thrill. I never felt like I was in another planet, which was kind of sad to see. But I do think it was still another great looking film. But I think Prometheus kind of kicks its ass when it comes to visuals. I think there's a lot of cool stuff that's happening in this film. I think, like I said, the aliens themselves were just the creature designs. The music was a nice touch in the film. The action sequences has really got me. I thought the action sequences were really put together. The set pieces were really put together so well. I think some of the characters in here are pretty cool. One particular character in here really caught my attention. I mean, he really stole the show for me, aka, it's Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender really kicked ass in this film. He just steals the show every single time. He stole the show in Prometheus. He steals the show once again in here. And like I said, Danny McBride did a great job. Catherine Waterston, I believe her name is, Dallas. She did a pretty good job. A lot of people were comparing her definitely with like Sigourney Weaver type character. I think Sigourney Weaver still kicks ass. I think she's still a top dog. But I thought, I did like the one thing that really got me was Catherine Waterston's, or Dallas, is like facial emotion acting wise. I really saw the eyes of her, and I really felt like there was genuine fear. So I think she did a really fantastic job with what she was given. But overall, I really think this movie gets just bogged down by the clunkiness, the same tropes. It's the same tropes that you see every single time in horror films, and I think that sucks. I mean, I really felt like there was a smarter way of getting around all this stuff to give you more drama, to give you more conflict, but they kind of went the easy route, and I get it. It's, they want to go that horror kind of route, and those are the classic horror tropes. But honestly, we're in 2017. Alien Covenant needs to, with all the themes and the life themes, and who created you? I created you, but who created you? All this crap. The deeper meaning of all this stuff. There should have been a smarter script. There should have been a smarter script of what these characters are doing. But overall, I really did enjoy this film. I'm going to watch it again. I'm definitely going to watch it again, see some stuff I probably missed. I definitely recommend you guys watch this film if you're an Alien fan. And I want to see more. I want to see more Alien films. I know it didn't do so well in the box office as they were hoping, but I'm all game for another Alien film. And of course, The Predator is going to be coming in later on with Shane Black's new Predator film, so I can't wait for that because I'm a big Predator fan. I'm more of a Predator fan than Alien, but I really do like the added material with the alien mythos. And there is one particular thing in this film that's really good. This is why I had to watch the film again, because I don't know if I like this one particular kind of thing that happens in the film, and it's like towards the third act, or if I'm cool with it or if I'm not. There's a lot of things that I think is going to split the Alien community, whether they like it or not. But overall, I think as a film, I really did enjoy it. I still think Aliens, the second one by James Cameron, is the best Alien film. And I could talk about the original Alien film in another review. But overall, Alien Covenant does its job. It's a great popcorn film. It's a great horror gore film, a lot gorier than I thought, and it really does Alien some justice. and it definitely answers some questions from Prometheus that we were all asking. So I want to thank you guys for listening. I want to thank you, Super Nerd 81, for staying up with me tonight, and thank you guys. And you can find more of my videos on my channel. Hit the subscribe button, would really appreciate it. Like the video, like it, and comment below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts on this film. Remember, this is just a review, no spoilers, so don't spoil it for anybody. That we're gonna get into spoilers on Tuesday. So, boy, man, it was, yeah, what a film, what a film. Like I always say, guys, grab a tick, grab a seat, make sure you got some good popcorn to eat. I'll see you at the cinema. Bye, guys.